Hi there, welcome back. I am so excited to share with you that I have a special guest today that will be joining us, and we are going to talk about please, please don't discontinue this beauty item. Please let me know in the comment section below if you have any beauty items. This could be cosmetics, makeup, skincare, body care, you name it. Any beauty product that you would be hard pressed to find a replacement. You are so in love with this product that you literally say, please do not ever discontinue this item. Well, I have those, and it's actually prompted by a long-time love for the Dr. Brandt Pore Perfecting Dermabrasion Exfoliating Scrub. I'll have a picture. It's the one that comes in the blue tube that I have used for years. A couple of my daughters would use it when they would visit or grab it from my shower if they still lived here and use it and obsess over it, and they too bought it because it just was the best. Everything about that performance, texture, it literally checked off every box for me. Now I do have a couple of replacements because I was forced into it because that product was discontinued. There was an upgraded product that technically kind of replaced that, but it was different, and it's so pricey that I bought it once. It didn't own up to what the expectations were. It wasn't a replacement with new packaging and a new word. It just wasn't the same, and I wasn't willing to spend that kind of money for something that was whatever, right? So I do have replacements, and I am happy and pleased with them, but I was so bummed when that product got discontinued. And that doesn't mean that we can't still find it somewhere on eBay or whatever, but often it could be expired. We have no idea how long that's been in someone's, sitting out in the sun or whatever. So at the end of the day, it's just like, I just need that product or I need to find something else. I'm sure many of you can relate, and I'd love for you to share what that beauty product is, that please don't discontinue this, or you've had that happen and you're so bummed and maybe you've never really found the best replacement, but you had to settle for something, right? We had to compromise. Well, that inspired me to film today's video, and because my business manager, Haley, you know the one, is such a product junkie as well. She is into all things beauty. I thought, let's rope her in so she can share her products of please don't discontinue this. Beauty products that I just can't live without. I also have an item or two that is not in the beauty department, but I feel this strongly about. So I shared that with Haley, and I encouraged her that if you have anything that's not necessarily beauty, but you have that same feeling like please don't ever get rid of this, bring it on. Let's share that too. So today, Haley is going to join me. She will be here a little bit later this morning. I've got to run off to church, make a couple of errands, and when I get back, she will join me and we will share those items for us and we will explain why. So I'm super excited to have her a part of today's video. A couple of housekeeping. The first one, don't forget 3-week intense for Q3 is coming fast. We are less than 1 month away from this awesome program that I run 4 times per year because it is so great and so many women love this program. They come back over and over and over and over again. We start Monday, September 8th. Link to get more information and to register in the description box below. Be sure to read the testimonials if you are on the fence about joining this 21-day, 3-week intense program that will help you strengthen or develop healthy habits that you can carry with you for the rest of your life. Also in September, a couple of other things. We are doing a fellowship program, a Bible study that has played such a pivotal role in my life. In 2025, we will be reading The Purpose-Driven Life together as a group. You will have assignments, a Facebook community page, and I believe 13 or 14 videos from me where I share what I journaled and what I read daily from this gem, this wonderful book study. Stay tuned. There will be a giveaway on these 2 items, which is the exact book and the exact journal that I used. And again, read daily still to this day. That's how profound and instrumental it's been in my life. I really hope to see many of you there. Some of you I already plan to reach out to personally because I so badly want you to be a part, because I know how hungry you are. A link to get more information and to get registered for that in the description box below. And then also in September, All Things Beauty. So speaking of beauty products and items, All Things Beauty, that is coming to you the middle of September. That's a live event for ladies just like you of all ages who want to talk about all things beauty. I will be going deep, sharing some recent tweaks and changes I've made with my at-home skincare products and routine, including that pre-workout skincare routine I implemented and some new supplements that I've brought into the repertoire to help with slowing down the aging process, and I am seeing significant changes. Also some dietary changes I've made, but we are talking all things beauty in that live. Link to get registered in the description box below. As always, links to everything that Haley and I share with you will be linked down below, as well as on the corresponding blog post, which is always your best place to shop from because I share images and photos and I can put more information there than I can in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get Haley, bring her in, and let's talk about those products that we would be so unhappy if they got discontinued. Let's dive in.
Well, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. It's weird being on this side of the camera, but you know.
Exactly, because she is usually on that side of the camera taking pictures at weddings for the most part. Yeah.
Yep, weddings, heading to Texas in a few days to do video down there, so.
Nice. Well, yeah, because you guys are pretty well booked for the month of August for weddings, right?
Yeah, I think we have 5.
Wow.
So I keep busy.
So we had to bring her on this side. I am excited to have you here too. So we are sharing, once again, those products or items, maybe items, that we would just be just not in a good place to have to search for a replacement. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay, we don't really have a particular order, so whatever you want to go with, and we'll just alternate here.
All right, so my first one, it's the Sephora waterproof makeup remover. I don't know what it is about this. It just takes like waterproof mascara off so well. And for a while, it was sold out of stock, and they repackaged it, and this was one of those things that I was very nervous that like wasn't gonna come back, because I can't find any drugstore products. I can't find anything else that removes my waterproof eye makeup as good as this. And it's affordable. And then when they have the VIB sale, Sephora products are always 30% off instead of 20% off. So I always have all of my products today are like my backup products rather than what's like what you're currently using,
because that's what I do too. There's always a backup.
Yes. So this is my first ride or die. I keep the travel size too.
Ooh, okay.
So yes, this is my.
Let me see how you use it. Do you just pour?
Yep. So, okay. I pour it on a little cotton rod.
Yep. That's what I use. Oh my gosh.
And I just
push
it on my eyes.
On my radar. On my radar, because I don't have a ride or die in that area.
Oh yeah, that is one thing I found. I tried drugstore ones, and I'm like, nothing compares.
Yep. Okay. What do I want to grab first? I think I'm going to go with my teeth whitening trays. I've been talking about the Opalescence Go for years. They used to offer them in the 20%. We haven't been able to find them anymore, and I don't know if they offer it. So these are in the 15%. I don't have the box. This is actually my last one in the box. I used to use these 2 times per week, usually on filming days. And although I do film 2 times per week, I have forced myself to just go down because they are so expensive. Paul now has me set up on Amazon for like an auto ship. So I'm sure I have another box coming because it works out. He has it scheduled perfectly for me, but it is still around, I think it's $67 and some change per box. So it is a costly beauty maintenance, but I will share with you, I think teeth are important, and I think when they're white, especially with what I do, I do think that's important. I know some people have sensitivity, but you were just sharing.
Yeah, so someone had commented before how they worked for sensitivity, and I have pretty sensitive teeth, and so like the crust white strips don't work. So I went on a hunt, and they actually have the Opalescence Go. I think it's called Opalescence Go Gentle. So that's what I've been using, and I just actually ordered another box last night. So you can get them right on Amazon too. So I'll link them, but yeah, when I first started using them, I think I used it when I first got them, I used it like 3 days per week, and I didn't have any sensitivity at all. So
wow, that is great. Yeah, because I even had a client mail me her box because she said my teeth were just too sensitive. So check that out. But these, nothing's like it. They stay in. I can't explain it, but if you're in the market, the best.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I know there's a bunch of brands of these. But this brand in particular, it's the CosRx pimple patches. So the acne patches that you put on, blemishes, whatever. I don't know what it is about the other ones. They just don't, I feel like they don't work as well. They don't stick to my skin as well. So these ones, I order them in like a pack of, I think it comes in like a pack of 8. And I have these on auto ship because I break out so much. And these are just, there's just something about them that's better than.
So is there a whole bunch inside this?
So I'll open this one, and it's a brand new bag. So then it comes and you peel this open. So there's 24 patches per thing, and they're all different sizes depending on
the size of that crawler or creepy thing.
And then depending on, the day, how bad my skin is, I might go to bed with like 8 of them on my face. It's really a sight to see.
I know we've talked on Marco before, and I'll see them on there.
Yeah.
This product item, actually I have another one. Well, do I want to grab it? I have 3 of these right now. This is the Nars Translucent Press Powder. It's actually called Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder Pressed. This is the old packaging. This is the new packaging. Not much difference, a little bit more square. This is a little bit more, narrower.
Boxy.
But I don't even know how many years ago I bought my first one. How I use this is, and I keep one in my get ready makeup, and then one goes on the road with me. So I always have 2 open, and I typically have 1 in the can if I need to. So it's just a white powder. That's not a good one to show. My best one is in my purse or my takeout bag, but white powder. How I use this is after I am completely done getting ready. So I do makeup before hair. I think you do hair before makeup.
I do hair before makeup.
Yes. So share in the comment section below if you do your makeup before your hair or your hair before your makeup, because we are opposites. I do my makeup, I do my hair. By the time I am done getting ready, I have produced some oil, but I'll share that since recently switching from my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder back to an old powder that I just happened to stumble across in my stash by Charlotte Tilbury, which is not a translucent, it's actually a little bit of a color. I don't get as
and
oily.
It's not a loose powder either.
No.
It's a pressed powder. Yeah.
So I've actually been using that, and I'm only using my Laura Mercier on my neck and décolleté when it's going to be exposed. Sorry, the little cleavage going on today. We have to do that sometimes. I tried to cover it up with this, but anyway, it's the angle of the camera. And I went to church like this. Oh Lord. Well, we got to keep things interesting, right? No shame. Anyway, when I'm done getting ready, I will take a little pad and I will just literally press to get that oil. And it usually will cover me, but I always carry one with me. That way, if later on the road, I need to do a little bit more, I will, and it doesn't leave you cakey. So I filmed this, I got ready this morning, I filmed, I had already used this, went to church, went to my daughter and son-in-law's, came home, and I decided to just do one more. So it's a great powder for that. And again, I cannot live without it. So Nars Translucent Pressed Powder, it'll be linked.
All right, I have a Nars product too.
Ooh.
This is the Creamy Pot Concealer, and I use this, again, for blemishes. So I use this on my skin before I put foundation on. So I'll use a brush and I'll put it over any spot, and then I do my eye makeup to give it time to dry down and set. So then when I put my foundation over it, it's pretty well staying in place so it doesn't like smear all over.
That's what I was
and,
just gonna say.
Yeah, and then, you know.
And then it blends.
Right.
It blends, or your
Yes.
foundation, just merges right over.
Yes.
Okay.
So
wow.
This is, I mean, you get a lot in here, and
Okay.
because you don't need a lot for it, I don't use it for anything but my like acne spots anyways. But I have found nothing like this that actually dries down to a consistency that's not going to like smear all over the place when you're trying to put a product over top of it. So the only problem with this is right now is it's very light for me because I'm pretty tan, but it's a ride or die for sure.
Wow, good to know. I know Nars concealers are really popular.
Yes, that is my go-to.
I know the Nars under eye is really popular, and then I think the Tarte Shape Tape or whatever it was like it's either one or the other. And I've tried both, but honestly, my Lancome Tint Idol or whatever, that's been my favorite. I'll have that one linked, but for under eye, but. Yeah, some people don't. It's funny. I just recently heard this from some beauty person on YouTube. She was asking, do you use a concealer if you have a small blemish, or do you just rely on your foundation? And I just rely on my foundation.
It depends because like today I could have got away without it because my skin's pretty good, but it just depends on that
creepy crawly thing on your face and the color, because often they're red.
Right.
That's the problem, is the pigment of them.
Yes.
Okay, mine is going to be all over the place because I have more makeup, but I think when I made my list, I was dumping. Okay, this should not come as any surprise to anyone.
You need me to hold one?
4. Two are open. This is the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. Cannot live without it. I have no interest. Please do not recommend a deodorant. I've been on that rodeo. No, I haven't tried the aluminum free. Why would I? I love this. So I am just a firm believer. If you are that over the moon, obsessed, and it's working, keep using it. And that's how I feel about this. So I keep one in my bathroom. That would be like when I'm getting dressed, getting ready for bed, whatever it may be. And I always keep one in I have a bin that I keep all my workout clothing and everything I need for workout, my chest strap, my AM skincare products. I keep one in there. So there's always 2 open, and we have 2 in the can. Can't be without it. Talked about it for years. Blog posts, old YouTube videos, you name it.
All right, my next one I will do, and I think you still use this.
I do.
I have it. I have it in the box still. So I always buy a 2-pack of the Sonia Kashuk makeup blender.
Yeah, beauty blender of some sort, or
blender.
makeup sponge.
There's something about the texture of this that is just better than any of the other ones. It's because some of the cheaper ones, they just got a weird texture to them where like the makeup doesn't actually absorb into the beauty blender to take off like the excess makeup. So it kind of just smears it all over your face without blending it in.
Yep.
And then I don't really like the beauty blender either, but this
Nope.
one, and it just gets so big when
Yes.
you you get it wet. So
Yes.
this is, I always buy a 2-pack, and I usually
Yep.
always have 2 of these in my like backup. Backup
I
bin.
love it
So-
too. I honestly thought about putting that in because she turned me onto it probably 3-4 years ago,
I was
maybe
gonna
3.
say,
Yeah,
it's been
and
a
I have
while.
been using it ever
Ever
since. Love it. I always wash it. I just got done washing it. Yeah, that does the job.
Yeah.
I love it. That's a great one. I've learned so many great products from Haley. Next product for me, this is prescription only, but cannot be without it. It is my Tazarotene cream. This is, and I never can remember which one is prescription, retinoid or retinol? Retinoid.
I think it's retinoid.
Retinoid.
I think.
What, something, yes, I think retinoid. Something the other day made me figure it out because of medical terms. I don't know, but I have been using a retinoid, a prescription strength, since I was in my 20s. I believe I started on Retin-A, I believe, and it was to treat acne. Then at some point I did Differin, I think it was called, and then after that Tazarotene. I am on the highest percentage. I truly believe in all the literature out there that this is the bazooka product for skin, cellular renewal, stimulating collagen. I believe this will make the biggest difference in your skincare. I also have resistant skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so I'm not reactive to it. But would I be if I started using it in my 20s? I use this on my face, my neck, my décolleté, my eyelids. I don't use this pea-size amount. I don't frost myself in it. You often hear me say frost myself, like with sunscreen. But I use an amount to make sure I'm working it in. And this does last me. This does last me, but I have no sensitivity, but I have so many years under my belt, so I can't speak high enough about getting on a prescription retinoid. You don't need to see a dermatologist. You literally can ask your family physician to write you a prescription.
That's what I do.
And they will.
Yep.
Yeah, I get this from my family physician, not from a dermatologist.
Yes.
And I have generic. I don't know what we pay. It's not anything outrageous. I don't know if it's like $7 every time I get a refill. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
4 or 7, something like that.
I haven't had mine refilled in a while. I will say though, because I noticed that yours is cream. When I first went on it, it was like the gel.
Gel. I've been on
And
gel too.
It pills no matter what I
interesting.
did.
Yeah.
Like even if I would wait until the next, like obviously put it on before bed the next morning, it would pill on my face. So I went back and
Wow.
said, can I get it changed to the
Yeah.
cream? So that
Yeah.
is so much better. So
Yeah. I have had the gel. It's been many moons. I
Yeah.
don't even recall the difference, but now it's just the cream.
yeah. So if you don't like it and you have problems with that, maybe switch to the cream rather than
Don't
the
give
gel.
up. Don't give up
Yes.
on such a great product.
All right, so my next product is the Tree Hut Vanilla Shave Oil. So I use this whenever I shave legs, armpits, whatever, so that I'm not getting like razor burn. Even if I have like a fresh razor or whatever, it just makes everything so much smoother, and then my legs are smoother and I don't get
Wow.
like the red little bumps that some people can get. So this is a go-to.
I am learning a lot of new things I want to
And
try.
it's affordable too. I think
Yeah,
it's like
Tree
12,
Hut, yeah.
$12.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this has been a go-to for years.
Wow, that will even make, my girls are all into shade
Yes.
type things. I will have to
Yeah,
definitely.
it's a good gift.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Okay, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I have swayed many times. I always go back to this, so I'm not saying that I won't try other foundations. I actually have a list of a couple that I wouldn't mind trying. I don't know why I do that, because I'm also the one that says if something is working, why? But I do want to share sometimes here, especially as I'm getting older and my skin is aging, but I always find I go back to tried and true good old Estee Lauder Double Wear. I would say it is more of a full coverage. I don't know if it's considered full coverage. I build it to full coverage.
I think it is full coverage, and I almost put it on my list too. But I'm like, oh, Tracy's for sure gonna have
it's
that.
just
So.
I mean, I have a daughter who swears has no interest, but I do have a couple foundations I'd like to try, and I'll keep you posted when I do.
All right. My next product is kind of a weird one. It's called Prid, and it is basically like a drawing salve. So if you get like a bee sting or like a sliver or ingrown hair, big pimple, whatever,
Pimples are the issue today. No,
it is always my issue. So it's gross looking, but I use a Q-tip and put it on the back of a Band-Aid and then slap the Band-Aid on overnight, and it literally just draws everything out. So like my niece got stung by a bee, and so you put this on a Band-Aid, put it on there, and it'll pull the stinger out. So it is like a multi-purpose, great, just in general product to keep in your arsenal.
Well, I think of things like that to keep in your car because you're out and about, and that's when you're going to need something like that. Or I even think diaper bag like my girls, and it's small enough that you could throw it in like your handbag.
Yes. So it says it's good for bug bites too. So like if you have a toddler that gets bit by mosquitoes and it's really itchy, it's something good to.
We need to have that around for Junie because she has some little sensitivity.
Oh, yeah,
she gets red, she gets rashy over different things.
Yeah,
that is great to know about. Okay, moving on to my, oh shoot, hold on. I had to go grab,
oh my God.
This is what we do when you film with, I'm not used to filming with anyone. I'm just used to throwing it around my room.
Oh, that was so good.
That is so good, and it may go in bloopers, but it's also going in the video. Here is the Nars translucent that I carry in my bag. So it's just, I had to show that I actually do have 3. Smashbox step-by-step contour palette. I've been buying this for years. Nothing compares. I actually have a Bare Minerals contour here that Chloe gave me because she wasn't a fan of it. And I have an old Loon and Aster that I've never used up because what happens is I always go back to my Smashbox. I've been asked to do a tutorial of how I use this because I do use all 3. We have contour, we have bronzer, we have highlight. I use all of them. It comes with this little brush, which to me is perfect for the highlight. And if you wanted to just do this part, or you can go under your eye like that. So this is great to carry with you, or you can do this area. You know, you can do a lot with this brush, so it does have a purpose.
So this highlight isn't one that has like shimmer in it, right?
No
so
shimmer.
It's more so just to like brighten the skin.
And I love it. It's hard to find a contour and highlight in one palette. I find what most often happens is if you have a couple of palettes, you like one in this one and one in the other. No. All 3, I love these. Do I go through the contour before the other 2? Yes, because I'm using more of that one. I use all 3 every time I get ready. Every makeup wearing day, you are seeing all 3, but the contour shade is getting the most work. It's being used in the most areas. Now, I heard that a drugstore dupe for this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Contour Palette. You're probably seeing a glare because I have not peeled the packaging off. I bought this because one of you asked if I would do a tutorial of how I use the Smashbox, and I thought, perfect. That will give me the opportunity to try this one. Maybe I'll do one side, this on the other, and we can compare the 2. I always have a box in the wing. This is how it comes packaged. And again, you'll get this little brush, and it is useful. And then I have so many of these that I've given them to June. She loves to play with them. And then I'll just give her old palettes to work with and do stuff with. But
good for your purse.
This is, yes, and I always carry one. So I carry this with me. I have an on-the-go bag this, if I were shopping, I don't take really this type of product in there, but if I'm going to be on the road all day, I love to look at that mirror in my car that I talk about all the time and touch up. On the way to church this morning, once I got in natural light, I ended up adding a little bit of this and adding a little bit of blush. I always end up adding product once I get in natural light because I actually see I need to enhance it. I can't with this. Again, look at, this bronzer Chloe gave me. You can still see.
Yeah.
It says Bare Minerals. You can still see it. I try to. And then this was, I don't even know. I think it was sent to me. I did hit pan on it. But why am I even holding on to it? Because I just am always going to go to the Smashbox.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
All right, this is one that Tracy said, I'm so curious about this.
Well, it's so old school.
I know.
Like, in the color of it. That's the color of a dial, old dial
yes,
soap.
but it doesn't smell like the old.
No, let me smell.
Yeah, so it smells really good.
Ooh, it does.
So, this has been a product that I've used for so long that I literally just remembered this the other night, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I forget this? Because it's a body wash. It's the Dial liquid body wash, and I like any of the scents, but it's something I have used since high school.
Wow.
And I can't.
I love it.
Maybe it's just because I can't bring myself to use something else, but this product, it just works for me, and it's affordable. So like, I have a bottle of the brand Fresh.
Yep.
Yep. I have a bottle of body wash under my sink that I've had forever, but I can't bring myself to use it because I'm like, well, this one, I know it works.
It's your tried and true.
Right. I know it works for me, and like it doesn't. I don't stink throughout the day.
Yeah.
So like, again, if it's not broke, why fix it?
Yeah, exactly. I know. Sometimes why do we try new products? I like to be open to that, but
and also I like to try new products, but like, it's body wash.
Right,
like
exactly.
I'm putting lotion on top of it anyways, and really like my skin isn't dry, it's not cracking, so like it's obviously working, so why spend more money on something when
now
affordable works?
It's so interesting that you brought this up because I have been meaning on Instagram stories to take a poll asking if you're a bar soap gal or a liquid soap gal or both. So I'm curious then, is this your?
Yes.
This is. And then what do you use?
So I use, it's so weird. My sister bought it for me for Christmas, and so then I just keep using it, but it's like a silicone loofah. So not an actual loofah, because those get germy and whatever, and the silicone washes off easier. So it's like almost like what you would use to wash your makeup brushes.
Okay.
So think of that.
But kind of that softer texture. I can picture
and it's bigger. So then I use that, and it kind of is like a little exfoliating just because of the material of it in nature, but it doesn't hold on to germs, and it dries quickly.
Right, and so does it lather it too?
Yes.
Oh gosh, wow. I am interested in that.
Yes, and so then it's very affordable. Like, I like to be high maintenance, but I'm not fussy about it.
Right, no, that is so good to know. Wow, I'm like wanting to go shopping. And it's a lot of this is drugstore, so I'm kind of like, I just want to go like, let's go to Walmart.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. I'm like, as I was putting everything in there, I'm like, I do try a lot of products, and I think that's probably why, a lot, like the only makeup product I really have is the Nars pot concealer, because I like to try a lot of new makeup, but like my everyday products like that, I want something that's affordable. I don't want anything that's like fussy.
Yeah, and it smells amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it for sure. And I definitely want one of those little loofah things.
Yes.
Okay, Palladio lip pencil in rose. Such an affordable item, maybe $2 and some change. I have been buying this lip pencil for years. I only use it to outline my lip. It is the perfect texture. It is so important to me that my lip pencil to outline in is not moisturizing. I wouldn't say this is dry. It's just how it should be.
Yeah.
It is perfect. And it has to be something that I can sharpen. So I sharpen my pencil right before putting the lip liner on, right before, because I need it to be really sharp. And then I do take one on the road with me, and this I would carry in my handbag all day. And I will sharpen one to carry on the road. Rarely do I end up using it, but I like to have it. It's very important.
This cracks me up. How do you
I know,
even get it out?
I know. This is ridiculous. Like this is what I do. This
not
is
use
not
your
right.
teeth.
I am.
Oh.
I got that.
I don't like it.
Oh, no. Oh, I didn't get it. So this is empty. Let it go, Tracy. Let it go. Palladio in Rose, yes.
All right, I only have 2 products left.
Okay.
So this one, BioFreeze, but specifically the spray. So
Okay.
when I was going to the chiropractor last year for like neck pain and shoulder pain a lot, after they would do kind of therapy on me, they would spray this on. I don't know what it is, but it lasts for so long. So any like aches or pains or like I get a kink in my neck or whatever.
Lower back, spray it
Yeah.
on.
So I sprayed this on and it literally lasts for so long. So when they would spray it on me, they're like, cover your mouth because it is so potent. So
Wow.
this one, it's something about the spray specifically. So for aches and pains.
Good to know. I should tell Paul too, because he
Yes.
has such a flare up with his tennis elbow.
Yes.
And just spray.
Yeah,
Just
that's
spray
why
away.
sometimes my knee will bother me after like one of my
Yes.
workout classes. And so I spray it on before I go to bed and wake up like, halfway through the night. I'm like, that's still working.
That is nice.
Yeah.
So many things good to know about. Another long time love. You're probably seeing some products that I have been talking about for years. The Living Proof Full Dry Volume and Texture Spray. It used to be called Full Blast, I believe, something like that. I have bought other ones. I always go back to this one. I love this. What I don't like, and I don't know how I did this, but I need a narrower can. I've never had a can this thick in diameter, so I
like
find
this size, but taller.
I don't know what it is. To me, the height of this, I don't know if they've made a different one, but it is hard for me to press this and hold.
it.
So see, look I can't. It's just I can't get because it's not an easy push. So it needs to be a narrower can. So I'm really bummed about that, but. I love it. It smells great. It just gives that texture. I can spray a little in and get some fullness to my hair. I also have it in the travel size. So this is something that I wouldn't travel without. This is a product I need to have. You know how some things, I don't need that, I'll just leave it at home? Not this, it has to go with me. So it's pretty much used every single day. As my hair gets dirtier, I don't need it, but the cleaner the hair, the more I need to dirty it up a little bit to get it to cooperate. Today is second time styled hair, and so it's 4-day hair. It's been 4 days since I've washed it, but it's my second time styling it. Usually I will only get one more style day out of it, if that comes before like the 7 or 8 day mark. I can't go, usually I'll go about between 6 and 8 days before washing. So that's where I'm at on that. Okay, love, 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 talk about this all the time. It is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink, which actually Nicole turned me on to.
Yes,
Okay,
my
so
sister,
her
yep.
sister, who does photography for me, Haley is a backup photographer for her. She turned me on to this because one time, many years ago, she was taking outfit photos of me and I am like, your lip, and she pulled it out of her pocket. And she didn't have this color on. She'd be a little bit different tones than I would be, but I think she had this one too. But this is in the shade Lover, and I've been buying it ever since. So we're talking years. I even have one that has old packaging. I've stocked up on this because of that fear, like what we're talking about today, where something is going to get discontinued. So it is matte. It can be drying, so I almost always top it with something. I don't have it on today, but this is, if I did the Palladio Rose and outlined my lips and filled my lips in with another more moisturizing lip liner, kind of like the Huda Beauty 2.0 in Muted Pink, a popular one for me. Then I would fill my lips in with this, but I would use a brush, and then you top it. You top it with something just to give it moisture, and I'm not kidding you. It stays all day because there's that matte product. So even if what I topped it with comes off, I still have this color underneath. That's the ticket right there. That is the ticket.
That's what I'm wearing on my lips too.
Really?
Yep, I have the matte ink, but like you said, I can't wear it without something on
Yes.
top of it because it's so drying. It just,
Yeah.
it irks me. So
Yep.
I can wear it as long as I have
That's right.
something over top of it.
That's how I feel. I think
Yes.
that's the key. And if you don't, I really believe you'd end up not liking the product. I think
Yeah.
that's just, it's not going to be a pretty look. It's going to get cracky.
And it almost like flakes off after a
Yes,
while.
It
Yeah,
does.
so
just
as long
top
as-
it.
Yes.
Just top it and you are going to be golden.
Yeah, I wore it out the other night with my friends, and we went to a different place, and my friend's like, did you fix your lips? I'm like, I just put lip gloss on over what I had
Yeah.
on because
Yes.
that's all I needed to do. So.
Exactly. If I dine out, we went out recently, and all I did was I grabbed this little cream topper that has some gloss, and I just, right at the table, I could put that on.
Yep.
I don't have to do anything because I have my solid color underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, it's such a great product.
Okay, so my last product is not a beauty product, and it's weird holding up my socks. I feel like
I love it.
I feel like when I'm editing this, I want to put the actual socks over it. But these are the Skims Everyday Ankle Socks, and I had a scare with these two for a while. They were like gone. I couldn't find them on their site anywhere. So when they popped back up, I bought like 6 pairs because they are just. You know how there's, maybe you don't know because you don't get on the internet a lot, but there is a meme out there that says, on the outside I'm fine, but on the inside, my sock is falling off inside my shoe. That is me. And it is a thing in my family.
No.
If you ask anyone in my family, I am very particular about socks. So when I got these, they actually stay on my feet, and they don't even really have, I mean, they've got the little Skims that's got that like little
rubbery in the back
the rubber
to kind
that
of give
holds
you.
it up. But there's something about the cut of them that actually stays on my shoe, so they're not sliding off my feet all day.
Yeah.
I think it's how stretchy they are too.
So
They are
good
just-
to know.
yes.
I love that they come in skin,
Yes.
like all Skims.
Yes, they're-
different shades of skin tone. There is a skin tone for you because I usually gravitate to the color clay.
Yep, that's what these
Is
are.
that
Yes.
clay? Clay is our
Yeah,
color.
I think
So
clay, or like I have a few of the lighter ones as well for like winter when I'm really,
Yes.
pale. But that's all I have in these is the nude shades of these everyday ankle socks, and they are just.
I am
Chef's
going
kiss.
to get some of those, and then I think they're a great gift. I want to do a little gift bag for each of my daughters with some of my favorite things. We've been talking about just with us doing one of those favorite things parties.
I love those.
But
yes.
I want to do just like a little bag and put like a couple of my favorite things. Like each of them would get like a Donna Karan cashmere mist. Each of them would get one pair of the Spanx socks. And talking about Spanx, and I'm not holding up a pair I've worn. These are the only ones that I haven't worn so far. These are, to me, need to be in the list because years ago, my favorite thongs were from Victoria's Secret, and they quit making them. Now, they still have thongs, but they quit making the ones that I used to buy. Then I started buying the Spanx thongs, which I do like, but not as much as the Skims. These are to die. And they'll come in your skin color. Again, I get clay. I took advantage of a sale, so I had to take whatever colors were available. I do size small, and I like the dip front. So that the only difference between these and their original thongs is it has a slight dip in the front, which is more flattering on me because I'm so straight up and down. But all of my girls are thongs wearers, so I thought this with a pair of like the footies and some other things would be a great idea. So shout out to Skims.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, Skims. And I'm not a Kim Kardashian. Is she the one that is Kim?
Yes.
Is it Kim?
Yes.
Yeah,
Chloe
I'm not,
is Good American.
Okay.
So the jeans.
So I mean, I can't say anything. I don't know anything.
Sure.
I can't speak negative. I don't even know these people or know much about them except for the tidbits my girls will say, Mom, just, you don't even know these people, so don't ask. But shout out to the brand. I have to say that. Okay. Not beauty, not fashion, but you will never see this girl deviate. I could share a personal story just today about this protein powder because I had to drop a scoop off to my daughter McKenna because she is so annoyed that she cannot get her protein smoothies to taste like mine. And I told her, you are not using the right protein powder. Quit your grass-fed kick, quit your all these things. Go with the best. And she marcoed me and literally was like, oh my gosh, Mom, why did I not listen to you the first time? She's like, I'm getting on right now and ordering a container. I used to be a distributor of Beverly International products. And I started using this when I started my first business, Body and Balance. Literally, you can search that on Facebook and you'll see Body and Balance. When I was personal training and health coaching, I was a distributor. And when I took my business online, it got to be a pain in the butt for Paul and I to be shipping these out all over. Some of you probably were buying it from me. So I just got out of being a distributor. Now I just buy it on Amazon. My favorite is cookies and cream. Vanilla is good, chocolate is good. Again, I was a distributor. I mean, they had Rocky Road. I loved them all. But you will never find a protein powder, or good luck, maybe, that mixes up like this one does. It tastes amazing. It mixes well. It checks off every box. And I have a protein smoothie every single day. I have a whole concoction and it's very simple because I don't bougie things up, but it's literally 10 ounces of unsweetened almond milk, 1 scoop of this, 2 tablespoons of the PB2 powder. I put 5 ice cubes in my NutriBullet. Then I pour the unsweetened almond milk. Then I put the products in. I actually have all of my containers out in the kitchen right now to make up this week's containers so that I can make them up quickly. I would be in distress because I have this every day and I look forward to it. It's like a highlight to my day. When you are a clean eater like me, there's just highlights to your day. This is a highlight. So I would be ill. Yes, ill.
I'm gonna have to try that one because I mean I use the Transparent Labs protein powder.
That's what she had. That's what she's using. And she's like, "Why is it separating?" I said, "And I'm an ambassador for Transparent Labs. Okay, I don't get anything. I could be promoting Transparent Labs, but I'm not. I don't even know. I've never tried their protein powder because I just refuse. But no, she is like, she showed me, why is this separating? I said because it's not the UMP.
Okay.
Today, though, she's like, look at Mom, and she's like, and it's incredible. I said, I know.
I'm gonna have to try it.
Oh, so good. Look at, I can't stress. I'm stressed trying to stress it. I'm trying to stress it. I'm stressed by stressing it. Well, thank you, Haley.
Thanks for having me. This was fun.
This was so much fun, and we're gonna have to let us know. Let me know in the comment section below, or let us know because Haley will be reading them too. If there's any other videos on your radar that you would like us to do together, we'd be happy to do that. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you to Haley for taking time out of her busy schedule to share with us today the products she would be so bummed if they got discontinued and were no longer available. Don't forget links to everything on that corresponding blog post, which is your top link. Be sure to get signed up for all of the programs coming up in September. Don't forget, if you ever have questions, please leave them in the comment section below or feel free to email help@henselcoachingandconsulting.com. Haley or myself, we'd be happy to answer or address those questions or get those links to you. Also, don't forget to give this video a like, share it with one of your favorite lovely ladies who you think would enjoy listening to us girls chat, and be sure to share any beauty items that you would be bummed if they ever got discontinued, or if you've had this happen, what product was it? Thanks for being here, and I'll see you later this week here on YouTube. And don't forget to be watching me on Instagram stories. Take care.